And welcome back to the Town Hall, everybody. This past weekend, once again, there were very long lines of traffic to get into Canada. At times, all three bridges had delays of more than an hour. On the surface, the numbers just don't seem to add up. Stats show that traffic overall is still down compared to before the pandemic, almost half. We reached out to Canada Border Services Agency, which acknowledged that delays have increased and said the best thing that people can do is make sure they're using the Arrive Can app, which helps to speed up the process. Well, apparently, a lot of people just are not doing that. Right now, as we take a live look at the Peace Bridge going into Canada, you can see no delays at all. This is what you want it to look like. It'll probably look very different, though, come this weekend. In Niagara Falls, Ontario, Mayor Jim Diodati gave us some interesting information today. He said that Canadian tourism in his city is back to 100% compared to before the pandemic, but U.S. visitation to his city is only half of what it was before COVID. And Americans normally make up half of his tourism revenue, so it's a big hit. He called this border issue a man-made disaster because of that Arrive Can app that I mentioned. He called it, quote, needless, leading to wait times that have increased fourfold.
Let's take an example. We've got Mary and Louise and Tony coming from Pennsylvania. They get to the border. They don't know about the requirement of the Arrive Can app. They don't have a roaming package. They get to the border. There's no Wi-Fi. And they say, what are you talking about? I have my passport. And then it starts the whole rigmarole. They get sent to secondary inspection, and who's going to do it? So that is a classic example. And now that takes one of our border people off. So instead of looking for things like guns and drugs and people that shouldn't be here, they're spending their time helping with data input for something that doesn't help us. So we're very frustrated. And I can tell you, CBSA, our Canada Border Services Agency, is very upset about this. They do not support this. They don't think it's a good use of their time.
Mayor Diodati talked about his own parents. They used to cross here into the United States to go shopping and go out to dinner every Thursday. They haven't made the trip in several years, initially because of the pandemic, but now because of this issue. And he says they probably won't do it anytime soon because of that Arrive Can app.